Doc on the Run. We help injured runners run.
I feel like I'm on track with my running injury. Should we book another consulting call or a series of calls to talk about it? Well, that's a great question, and that's what we're talking about today on the Doc on the Run podcast. Now, one of the main things I do is telemedicine for runners. I actually take runners who aren't getting better, who aren't running, who are frustrated and they're trying to figure out what to do, and I go through all of their history and all of their current circumstances to help them try to figure out what to do to get past the injury, get back on track, and get back to running. Now, sometimes we can do that in one single call. Sometimes people want help, sort of getting coached through the process of returning to the, running after the injury is actually better, the pain's gone, and they're trying to really make sure they don't make any missteps because they've had months or sometimes even years of trouble without getting better at all. And when that happens, and they start getting on track and they suddenly start making lots of progress as a consequence of just doing a couple of calls, they think, well, I'm doing better. I'm doing great. I don't have any pain right now. I'm out of the boot. I'm off the crutches, all of these things. I'm even running. And they say, when should we check in for our next call? Well, here's the thing. The short answer is never. I don't want to talk to you. You shouldn't want to talk to me. Truth is, I'm not that interesting. The other thing is you're paying for it. And in addition to that, if you understand the strategies that are actually going to be ultimately helpful to you achieving your goals, you don't really need to talk to me. What you need help with is the little tactics, the things like, when to use the boot, when to use the crutches, when not to use the crutches, when to actually try weight bearing, what exercises to do right now, given the circumstances right now. But all the time that we talk about that stuff, I'm telling you what the underlying principles are. A lot of those principles are in the master classes that I do for all of the different conditions that might afflict you as an overtraining injury as a runner. But once you understand how to manage those things from a high level, you don't really need all the tactics if you're better. It's when you're not better that you've got to have some tactical stuff to try this kind of tape or this way to tape it or this way to reduce the inflammation, all of those things. But once you're on track, and you're actually starting to work out, you're doing workouts, you're running, you're doing all these other things, and you're moving in the right direction, you don't need to talk to me anymore. You just have to stay on track and monitor it and analyze it the way that we talk about during those calls and during the same stuff I explained to you in the courses, in the master classes, all of that. As soon as you understand all that, you should be good and you should be moving out on your own, not staying fixated on the injury by just talking to me to check in and see if you still need my help, when you know that you're doing better. Goal is to get better and get back to running. That's it. If you like this episode, please like it, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next training.
Doc on the Run. We help injured runners run.